the game plan. Keep yourself who you are. Don't try and be something you're not. Call the game with the confidence that you have and how you've brought up, because your father's a pretty darn good football coach, and I'm pretty sure that Art Briles has imparted a lot of his wisdom on Kendall Briles.
Tom, this has been the Nissan pregame rush. We are ready for kickoff. It'll be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out with Kendall Briles on the sideline calling plays. Baylor is very fast already offensively. Will that increase the speed with him down on the field calling plays? He's already been signaling in plays under Coach Montgomery.
Yeah, we met with him yesterday, and there's no question he is a calm, confident, and unafraid character. And if I had the skill that he has on offense as well at the receiver position and a trigger man in Bryce Petty, I'd probably feel pretty confident right now too.
Two really good friends spent a lot of time in the offseason, Connor Cook and Bryce Petty. Meeting today, two future NFL quarterbacks. Trying to show what they have on a big stage here as the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic 2015. The first ever on ESPN is underway. And the kickoff to R.J. Shelton. He'll take a knee, and it will start at the 25. Rose Bowl MVP from a year ago, junior quarterback Connor Cook. Second in the Big Ten in touchdown passes, number 1 in passing offense. 22-3 as a starter, including that win against Stanford in the Rose Bowl a year ago. Only lost one Big Ten game. That was this year at home against Ohio State.
And the biggest thing that jumps out about Connor Cook, when you watch the tape all season long, he hasn't had a bad game. He has been consistent, and he has been aggressive. Despite the fact people think Michigan State's just this plodding offense, they are attacking downfield.
They've got a terrific running back in Jeremy Langford. He's rushed for 100 yards 9 straight games, but he loses a yard here. Hit made by Taylor Young, a outstanding freshman linebacker, as we look at our Chick-fil-A impact players.
Well, you see Jeremy Langford. He's got a lot of speed. People don't realize how fast he really is, but the balance on offense comes from the running game with him, and then Tony Lippett, unquestionably the best receiver in the Big Ten this season. On defense, Bryce Hager playing his last game for the Baylor Bears, 4-year starter, quite a player. And then Sean Oakman, we know that he is able to get pressure on the quarterback.
So they go empty here on 2nd down and 11. Pressure off the edge, and Cook delivers to Lippett. Close to the first down at the 34-yard line. Lippett, the Big Ten wide receiver of the year, 61st catch.
Well, we know mentally that Connor Cook is in it already. He's going to get blitz off the edge. The adjustment by the wide receiver is perfect. Tony Lippett inside. It's a first down for Michigan State.
No, just short. The 3rd down and 1. As Howard kept him short of the line to gain. Lippett needs a breather. He's going to be playing defense. He starts at corner. With a heavy package here in short yardage. And they get the first down and more. Langford trying to take it to the house. Inside the 20-yard line. They finally get him inside the 5. Jeremy Langford with a 65-yard run to the 1-yard line.
Baylor has not seen this kind of physical offense. Here's Bryce Hager right here. He's going to try to get over the top. He's a little bit late. You get some pullers on the offensive line. They're going to pull around, and a wide open hole for Jeremy Langford. Terrell Burke saves the touchdown. This is a big physical offense. They will throw that ball down the field, but they can also pound you with Jeremy Langford.
With that run, he moves into 8th all-time on the Michigan State rushing list. Senior from Wayne, Michigan. He'll get it again. Actually, that's Nick Hill on 1st and goal, and he is slammed down. Big hit by middle linebacker Bryce Hager, 5th-year senior, the leading tackler on this Baylor defense.
Great hitting early in this game. You're going to see some great linebacker play from both teams. Twan Jones from Michigan State and Bryce Hager. They are the captains of these defenses.
They shift here into shotgun on 2nd down and goal. Langford going out of the pattern. Still throw to the end zone, and it's dropped. Would have been an easy touchdown for the fullback, Trevin Pendleton. He's only caught one pass all year. He was wide open. 3rd down.
No, you see, you have a good running game and then play action off of it. Sometimes early in the game, these guys are a little bit nervous, especially that fullback. Doesn't get his hands on the ball a whole lot, and he's wide open and just missed it.
They lost a yard on first down. Incompletion on second down. A 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Langford. And he's into the end zone for his 20th rushing touchdown of the year.
Well, Pendleton dropped that touchdown pass, and thankfully for him, they called his number, not catching the ball this time, but they ran right behind his block of Terrell Byrd, and that was what freed Langford for the touchdown.
You also had tight end Paul Lang out there blocking. Langford was 67 yards on that drive and a touchdown. It took 2.5 minutes. We're used to seeing Baylor score quickly. Michigan State right on cue with big plays in the run game on this opening drive as Sparty scores first in its first Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Langford with his 20th touchdown of the year rushing the ball.
Like these two great teams, Goodyear is driven to deliver superior performance not only in our tires, but also in the spectacular aerial coverage we provide with our world-famous Goodyear blimps. Goodyear is passionate about college football, and we're pleased to extend that passion to the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic.
Welcome back to the 2015 Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. As Michigan State strikes first, Jeremy Langford with a touchdown run. Make it 7-0 Michigan State.
Go back and take a look at this touchdown. You're going to see some great blocking out here. These 3 guys, 2 tight ends and a fullback, they're going to come off the line of scrimmage. Paul Lang, 83, Gleichert. Right there, you see they get some great blocks. One there, one there. Great job by the fullback of Pendleton. Dropped that touchdown pass, Dave, but didn't get his head down, came back. He understands his role in this offense and gets a key block for the touchdown for Langford.
They have a really good offensive line. Jack Conklin at left tackle, second team All Big Ten. Travis Jackson at left guard, second team All Big Ten. Jack Allen, one of the best centers in all of college football. Here's Levi Norwood on the return. He muffs it, but scoops, and will get drilled at the 7-yard line. So poor field position for Baylor to start today because of a mistake by Norwood. Bryce Petty, senior quarterback, looking for his 60th career touchdown pass here today. A great career 21-3 record. Had some injuries this year, though, including a concussion and a back problem. But look at his numbers the last 2 seasons. 5 rushing touchdowns this year, 14 last year. He was 8th in the country in passing yards per game this season. Second team All Big 12. And a throw here on first down, and it's incomplete. Tried to hit true freshman Katie Cannon. The defender broke on the ball and broke up the pass.
You know, last year, Bryce Petty, things went really smooth. There weren't a whole lot of ripples in the water, but this year, obviously, the injury, and then he didn't play well in a couple of games this year. That Texas game, he got beat up and knocked around. West Virginia had struggles, but he has finished strong.
Another quick throw to Trayvon Armstead, and you'll see this a lot from Baylor. They snap the ball, and sometimes there's no drop back, just stand and throw. That was a 6-yard gain. It brings up 3rd down and 4. Baylor excellent on 3rd down this year. Another quick toss, and it's a first down grab by Katie Cannon, who ties the Baylor freshman record with 51 catches on the year.
You know, one thing to keep an eye on Michigan State defensively is substitutions. They're going to try to roll in as many fresh bodies as they possibly can, and when they're on a near hash, it's not a long way to get in the game.
Petty in trouble. Off play action now rolling. And Cannon sitting on the sideline made the catch near the first down marker. You know, coming into the year, it was all about Antoine Goodley, who last year had almost 1,400 receiving yards, was an All-American. But with Cannon coming in as a true freshman, Corey Coleman, now a sophomore, stepping up. Goodley's numbers are down. See if he plays better today. Art Briles says he's had some games where he struggled. Here's Linwood outside, and a nice tackle. Curtis Drummond, the Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year, with a nice play in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, he's their unquestioned leader in the secondary, their leading tackler on the team. So you know he loves to get his nose up around the line of scrimmage and get the football. He's going to play a lot more football on Sundays, but he says, I got one more game here I got to take care of.
He will play in the Senior Bowl, second straight Michigan State defensive back to win the Big Ten DB of the Year. Darquez Dennard last year. On third down, Petty's pass pulled in by Coleman. He gets drilled, but able to pick up the first down at the 34 for an 8-yard gain.
So far, Kendall Briles getting into a rhythm. A lot of times we talk about young quarterbacks getting into a rhythm, throwing the ball early in the games. As a young coordinator, Kendall Briles needs to get himself into a rhythm, get a couple of completions.
Petty waiting, being chased, and throwing it downfield, almost picked off. There was contact as Goodley was expecting to get an interference call on Trey Waynes, one of the best corners in college football. But it's incomplete, second down.
This is a matchup that we should keep our eye on all game. Antoine Goodley at 220 pounds, one of the best receivers in college football, whether he's had a good year or not, against Trey Waynes, who's going to be a top 15 pick potentially. And I think that's a good no call there. Trey Waynes trying to get his head around, runs in incidental contact there, and that's going to be a great matchup to watch.
Petty again with that quick throw. And the catch is made by Clay Fuller, who is 27 years old. He played 6 years in minor league baseball. There's a penalty flag down. So Fuller is only 5 years younger than the guy that's now calling the plays for Baylor. Art Briles' son, Kendall. It's a penalty on the Bears.
You know, I thought what was interesting in talking with Art Briles about his son.
Eligible
see this
receiver
penalty
downfield,
here.
number 42. Wide receiver covered up another receiver. 5 yards, previous spot. Still second down.
As he says, you know, sometimes you're so young that you don't know what you don't know. And he's so confident and calm and cool, but he is aggressive. He knows what he's doing. There were a lot of teams that had a significant interest in getting Kendall Briles to come to their program. And his dad said, you know, I'm going to throw him right in the deep end. You know, Art Briles could have called the plays in this game and waited to name Kendall after the game offensive coordinator. He said the big stage is the right way for him to get his feet wet.
Petty on 2nd and 15 has a completion to Jay Lee. Wrestled out of bounds at the 40, so they get 11 of it back. You know, Briles played receiver for Kevin Cobb. He was a good friend and quarterback at Houston when Art Briles was the coach there. And he got into coaching in 2008. He's been on this staff for 3 years as the passing game coordinator, but calling plays for the first time today. We'll see what he dials up on 3rd down and 4.
He's checking right now. He sees all-out pressure from Michigan State, trying to get the right play call to Bryce Petty.
Petty over the middle. It's caught. A first down to midfield. The ball comes out. Norwood lost the ball. No signal yet. Now the officials blow it dead. Did Norwood fall down on the ground or fall down on a Michigan State player? He fumbled the ball. It's Spartan ball, recovered by R.J. Williamson. It was forced by Williamson, and then he jumped on it.
Yeah, Williamson was in man-to-man coverage, just an inside slant route, and while he's trying to get him to the ground, great job. See the left hand that comes in, and he rips that football out, although the knee goes down.
Yeah, he's down.
I think he's pretty clear that he's down on the ground.
I think the official at first wasn't sure, did he fall on the defender, meaning he was not down yet, but clearly there, he is down, right. And this will be
Running on the field as the receiver laid the catch and was rolled down on the field.
All right, so they changed the ruling on the field, so there won't be a need to review this one any further either.
No.
So it's a first down for Baylor.
Great adjustment there by Bryce Petty, and the communication in a critical 3rd down early in the game between his coordinator, Kendall Briles, to identify that zero pressure, to get the right play call. Just an inside slant, an easy throw, gets a first down for Bryce Petty.
Petty threw only 6 interceptions during the regular season, protected the ball very well. Off play action, Petty going deep, single coverage down there, and it's pulled in. Touchdown. K.D. Cannon catches the bomb.
There'll be some great fireworks in this game on New Year's Day. These two offenses going toe-to-toe. What a great throw. What a great read. K.D. Cannon, as a true freshman, the ability to make those kind of plays, special player.
49-yard touchdown pass by Petty. 27 touchdown pass of the season. And now freshman kicker Chris Callahan for the point after. So many weapons at wide receiver for the Baylor Bears. They ran it only once on that drive. 9 passing plays. And the 10th catch by Cannon of 25 yards or more this season. He is a big play threat as a true freshman.
We've talked about the speed of receiver in the slot, isolated on safeties. For both of these teams, it's a mismatch, and both quarterbacks know exactly how to exploit it. Bryce Petty's the first one to do it.
Supporters of college football, are you in good hands?
Bryce Petty already 7 of 9 passing for 102 yards and a touchdown. Baylor and Michigan State tied at 7 at the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter.
Pretty good start to Kendall Briles' career, calling plays to it.
A 3rd down and 4, and you throw a deep ball in the one-on-one coverage. And a safety matched up on the speedy K.D. Cannon. Shelton and Hill are deep for MSU. And it's a short kick. And here's Shelton across the 20. Kind of stumbled, but finds a crease at the 30-yard line and up to the 40. DirecTV takes you inside the drive as we look at the Baylor score.
And you're going to look at Michigan State. Their defense, their safeties are not very deep. Only 8 yards. Take a look at them right here. The problem with this is you leave your safety one-on-one coverage with some of the fastest players on Baylor. This is just a little double move, a one-on-one, and K.D. Cannon sees it. Bryce Petty sees it. A simple little move. This is something that Michigan State knew coming into the game, that this is going to be an area of concern. Pat Narduzzi felt it. They're just going to have to play better at that position.
Cook off play action as an open receiver. Wide open in the middle of the field is Lippett. And they finally get to him at the 36-yard line. Lippett led the Big Ten in receiving yards. He got 24 on that play and a first down.
I love watching Tony Lippett play football. He's 6'3", 185 pounds. Everybody in the stadium knows he's their #1 receiver, go-to guy. And he just continues to produce and contribute. Very rarely do you see him not catch that football and get extra yardage. Now they're going to manage his plays, as you mentioned. See, he goes in a couple plays on offense because they're going to need him on the defensive side at that cornerback position as well.
And one play, Michigan State on the Baylor side of the field. Hand off to Langford. And he gets smacked to the ground after a 2-yard gain. Sean Oakman at 6'9", 280. 10 sacks, 18.5 tackles for a loss. All-American. First-year starter, has a bright future in football, to say the least.
Yeah, and a great matchup to watch. Oakman on Jack Conklin, the left tackle for Michigan State. A lot of people think that Conklin will be a high draft pick. There he is, number 74.
They'll square off here on 2nd down and 8. There's Langford. Inside the 30, knocked down by Taylor Young, the Big 12 Defensive Newcomer of the Year. It'll be 3rd down here for Michigan State.
Donovan Clark gets the start at right guard, number 76. Here he is, just going to pull out, and he's going to trap the big man, Sean Oakman. Very well designed inside trap, kind of. Gets Langford a gain of 6 or 7.
We saw Baylor pick up a 3rd down and 4. Resulted in a touchdown. Now it's Michigan State's turn. Neither team has failed on 3rd down yet. Cook with time. And a catch is made for a first down by Aaron Burbridge. You know, we talked, Brian, about the weapons at receiver for Baylor, but Michigan State has a good group. It's not just Tony Lippett. You've got Keith Mumphrey, Aaron Burbridge. They're combined 50 catches on the year.
Yeah, you can tell. Take a look. This ball is out of Connor Cook's hands before he comes out of his break. That tells you that they work on these routes quite a bit in practice. And if you get towards the end of the season, quarterback and wide receiver, they have got to be on the same page. And there's no question Connor Cook knows exactly where these receivers are going to be on every play.
First down of the 22. Langford picking a hole, and he gets pushed back. The strength of Bryce Hager and Taylor Young as well. Taylor Young, a guy that received one offer from Louisiana Monroe. When they went to recruit him, they're actually looking at somebody else. And he convinced Phil Bennett, the defensive coordinator, to give him a shot. And as a freshman, he's been one of the best linebackers in the conference.
Well, he's listed at 5'10", and Coach Bennett says that's being generous. Now, good things sometimes come in small packages, and Coach Bennett affectionately refers to Taylor Young as pint size.
He had 13 tackles against Kansas State in the last game. Baylor thought it secured a spot on the playoff. Here's a throwback to the tight end, Josiah Price. He slips a tackle and is finally brought down at the 12-yard line. Bo Blackshear gets into the ground, and he did get a first down to the 11.
And there's a Baylor player down. You know, you throw these throwback, that's Stewart, the safety. You throw these throwback screens to the tight end, you get some big blockers out in front, big offensive linemen, and then safeties try to come up and act like basically a wedge buster. And Stewart got the bad end of it.
And that was Howard that missed the tackle. Hard to tell what happened there to Orion Stewart, the starting safety for the Baylor Bears, first team all Big 12. To 3 games today here on ESPN. The college football playoff kicks off later today. The Rose Bowl game presented by Northwestern Mutual at 5 between Oregon and Florida State. Then at 8:30 it is number 1 Alabama and number 4 Ohio State in the All-State Sugar Bowl. Michigan State, the first Big Ten team since the late 80s and only the second team ever to play in the Cotton Bowl. And they've got a chance to take the lead here. We're tied at 7. A fresh set of downs for Connor Cook and the Spartans at the 11-yard line of Baylor. Out of an empty backfield. Going to hand it off here to Shelton, who's inside the 5 and scores. Touchdown, Michigan State. They run that play a lot with Shelton, his 20th carry on the year and his second touchdown.
Some great creativity early in this game from both coordinators on the offensive side. That time, Dave Warner, the offensive coordinator, comes out in a no-back set. How often do we see Michigan State, right, come out no backs, empty set? But they realize they've got a receiver with some running back qualities, and they get 2 tight ends in the game to help block for them.
They're coming in. They're outscoring their opponents in the first quarter by 124 points. Well, they're +7 here in the first on Baylor after that touchdown run by R.J. Shelton.
Get the sense which one of these defenses is going to be able to adjust better in game. That might be what it comes down to. Tight end Josiah Price to free him to the outside. This is a running play, but it's very creative. No running backs in the game, but you still get the matchups that you like. Look at it from the back end. Take a look. They don't even block the defensive tackle or the defensive end. Here they are right here. That's Billings. Neither one of them, they understand they don't need to block those guys because it's a perimeter run. Get our offensive linemen downfield and help on the second level.
By the way, both teams averaging 10 yards per play. Having fun?
Absolutely.
If you're an offensive guy, you are. Now, Levi Norwood has put the ball on the ground twice, so Clay Fuller is back to return the kickoff here. He'll take a knee. Baylor will start at the 25. This is the 7th year for Art Briles at Baylor. He's never left the state of Texas as a coach. And you know, before he took over the program, they were miserable. 11 Big 12 wins in 12 seasons. He went 4-8 his first 2 years at Baylor, but 47-17 since. Back-to-back Big 12 championships for the first time. Lost in the Fiesta Bowl the year ago, and hoping to win the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic here in 2015. Robert Griffin III was part of some good Baylor teams a few years back. Won the Heisman Trophy. And that kind of put Art Briles on the map. I mean, I think people in college football know how good of a coach he was as Petty throws the deep ball down the sideline, but it's overshot, intended for Coleman. But I think when Griffin won the Heisman Trophy and everybody saw how good Baylor was offensively, you thought back to Case Keenum and Kevin Cobb and other great quarterbacks who played for Art Briles and maybe didn't have great NFL careers, but in the system that Briles runs had great success. And then Baylor started to win, and more people gave Briles the proper recognition that he deserves as one of the best coaches in the country.
Well, hands down, one of the best coaches. I say top 5 coaches in all of college football, and an innovator. No question he can flat coach.
Petty's pass a little behind Cannon, incomplete, so it's 3rd and 10.
No, guys, part of this turnaround and this resurgence was about changing the culture at Baylor. You change the culture, all of a sudden the perception changes. And that's when a player like K.D. Cannon starts looking at Baylor differently than he ever would have before. If the turnaround had not been happening in Waco, K.D. Cannon is not playing for Baylor right now. So it's that type of player that is now drawn to this program, and it's just the beginning. This thing will continue to roll as long as the wins keep on coming.
Here's 3rd down and 10. Briles with time, and the receiver fell down. Levi Norwood, he got knocked down by R.J. Williamson. It's a rare 3 and out for the Bears.
Back-to-back times they have targeted Levi Norwood on 3rd down critical situations. He's their possession receiver. He's going to come down. Looks like he loses his balance a little bit. Get their feet mixed up. That's a good no call on R.J. Williams. Looked like they just got their feet with incidental contact. First stop by a defense in this game goes to Michigan State.
The loss to Ohio State. Michigan State had 8 3-and-outs. Mark D'Antonio said if we would have had 10, we would have won the game, as that punt almost got blocked. Takes a Baylor hop inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 27-yard line. The NFL playoffs start on ESPN. Cam Newton and the Panthers have won 4 straight. Here comes Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals defense. The NFL playoffs wild card round Saturday 4:20 on ESPN. I can tell you this, if the Cardinals defense doesn't play better than it did the last 2 weeks, it won't matter who's at quarterback on Saturday against the Panthers.
Panthers are playing pretty good D themselves. Who's going to play D in this game?
So far, neither. But that guy right there, Sean Oakman, can get to the quarterback if he gets a chance. Connor Cook is getting rid of it quick. They're also running away from him. Hand off to Nick Hill. Gets a couple of yards. Hill is the number 2 tailback on this team. But he's had some big games. Had almost 200 yards against Indiana this year on the ground.
Well, this coaching staff for Michigan State, Dave Warner, Jim Boltman, Mark D'Antonio even, they want to get carries, more carries for Nick Hill and Delton Williams. They can't all be on Jeremy Langford. He's a great player. But Mark D'Antonio wants to spread that football around a little bit more and start to develop some of those younger players like Williams.
3-yard pickup, and Cook on a short set. And that's through the hands of the intended receiver, Aaron Burbridge, being defended by Ryan Reed. And so 3rd down and 7. That gets the Baylor fans into it. Michigan State go perfect on 3rd down so far.
It's a situation where Baylor, they feel like they can get after the quarterback. 36 sacks on the season. That's 13th in the country. Phil Bennett, an aggressive defensive coordinator. See if they come after Connor Cook.
They rush 4. There's a penalty flag down. Movement by Jack Conklin as he was anticipating the power and speed of Sean Oakman.
False start. Offense number 74. 5 yards. Still 3rd down.
A guy with that kind of get off, that size and strength, that might happen from time to time.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's a matchup to watch, and when Oakman flinches, Jack Conklin, that's a natural reaction. It's hard to sit in that stance when you got a guy with that kind of talent on the outside flinching.
But Conklin, a very good player, former walk-on. He's just a sophomore. Part of an excellent offensive line, although Connor Cruz, the normal starter at right guard, is out. Donovan Clark, who plays tackle, moved to guard. Cody Keeler has moved up, starting his 8th game of the season at right tackle. Cook facing pressure from behind. Oakman's got him and takes him down for a sack inside the 20. 11th sack of the year to the All-American Sean Oakman.
You you got about one hitch, maybe a hitch and a half. If you're thinking quarterback, that's got to be the clock in your head if you're Connor Cook. You can't expect Jack Conklin to block, especially on third and extra long situations like 3rd and 13. And then protect that football. That ball is out away from his body. Lucky he didn't turn it over.
And that's only the 11th sack allowed by Michigan State this year. Number 3 in the country coming in as that punt nearly got blocked. Sadler gets it away, and Norwood lets it go. Down to the 35-yard line. Sean Oakman sets the Baylor single-season record with his 11th sack. Appropriate colored mohawk for today.
He said this week he said he was going to come back for another season next year. And talking with Phil Bennett, he says I'll believe it when I see him behind the podium saying he's coming back on January 15th. Either way, an outstanding football player.
How about the pace of play so far? We've played 12 minutes and a total of 29 plays so far between the two teams. Baylor has run 16. They average 89 per game. Touchdown drives of a minute or less, 22. That's almost 2 per game.
Yeah, and the real question coming in is, can they maintain that pace with Kendall Briles, the new play caller?
Here's Antoine Goodley getting his hands on the football, stiff-arming the defender. And he gets 9 yards before Williamson brings him down. Check out lower right side of your screen. We're going to time the pace of play here in between the end of the play and the snap by Baylor.
It's faster than anybody in college football.
That was 10 on the quarterback sneak as Baylor gets the first down with Petty.
And there's no wasted motion for Kendall Briles. His challenge is to continue to play in the moment, but think to the next play.
This is a backwards pass and going to be a double throw. Jay Lee tossing it to Corey Coleman for a touchdown.
You know how hard that is? How hard it is to call plays at that pace, but to have the innovation and the ingenuity and the courage to call these plays. Kendall Briles, man, he's come out in this game, impressed a lot of people. To be able to do that situationally, they had a 3rd and short. They got to get a quarterback sneak to get a first down. And then in a matter of 8, 9, 10 seconds, they call up a double pass. I mean, it's incredible.
I know that's part of Baylor's offense, but after TCU did that yesterday, you know Baylor wanted to come up with a trick play in this game. TCU with an enormous win against Ole Miss yesterday. Both teams left out of the college football playoff. There's a penalty marker down as the kicker, Chris Callahan, is shaken up. And this is big if Callahan is out. This is a guy that's made 15 of his last 16 attempts. Their backup, Kyle Peterson, has kicked extra points in the past, and he had 1 field goal a year ago. But Callahan is their guy.
Yeah, and Art Briles is not happy, and I don't blame him.
5 yard, running into the kicker. Penalty may decline. Point is good.
So they ruled running into the kicker. Normally you don't see the kicker in that much pain, though, when it's just a 5-yard foul.
Comes going to follow through, and it's that left leg plants and just a helmet right on the outside.
That's the plant foot, though. Shouldn't that be a 15-yard foul? Okay, maybe not. All right, so as Callahan walks to the sideline, let's take a look at today's Good Hands play, brought to you by Allstate.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's almost 50% the design play and 50% the speed. I mean, they're going to throw the ball out to the outside. Let it roll here, guys. You're going to throw the ball outside. Got to make sure it's a lateral. And then when that defense reacts, second time Curtis Drummond has been beat for a deep touchdown. Coming into the game, the stress of this Michigan State defense was going to be at the safety position with Curtis Drummond and R.J. Williamson. You let Corey Coleman, Antoine Goodley, and K.D. Cannon get any kind of space. But take a look at the reaction of Kendall Briles. Does this tell you how much this game means to him? He is cold, unafraid, confident. A lot of fun he's having right now.
And on the other side, you know, Pat Narduzzi, has he faced anything like this before? He's been around a long time as a defensive coordinator. He's been with Mark D'Antonio for 11 years, 8 seasons at Michigan State. Got to be the head coach at Pittsburgh.
We faced something down in Oregon and Eugene earlier in the season, kind of like this.
But Baylor had more points per game than Oregon. Baylor led the nation in scoring. Great special teams tackle as Nick Hill is cut down short of the 20-yard line by Terrence Singleton.
Talk so much about the offenses. Sometimes special teams. Keep an eye on Callahan on that sideline. We'll keep an eye on for you. You know, sometimes you get a helmet to that knee and it swells, and it's very difficult to execute as a kicker.
Here's Langford getting the call on first down, and he's wrapped up by one of the strongest players in the country. Andrew Billings, a first-team All-Big 12 member. He's a sophomore from Waco. Stayed home to play at Baylor for Art Griles.
I'm going to tell him that you said that he was one of the strongest players in college football, because I think he is the strongest. And if he was up here, I'm sure you would say the same thing. He will toss guards. I mean, literally pick them up and toss them. And without Connor Cruz playing in this game, we'll keep an eye on that.
It's a very good defensive line for Baylor. Cook going to throw it deep, going for Lippett. Just over his outstretched arms. There was contact by Xavier Howard as the two were running down the sideline.
First poor throw I've seen from either quarterback. You know what, Tony Lippett, you got to give him a chance. You know, this is very difficult. As a quarterback, you put that ball that far outside. If the DB is not looking, throw the ball right at the back of the head of your receiver. That's where he expects it. That's the easiest catch. That was a miss by Connor Cook.
So it brings up a 3rd and 7. You know, Lippett has played more on defense than he has on offense so far in this game. Rare you see two-way players anymore starting in a game of this magnitude. Tony Lippett starting at corner and receiver. He's in there at receiver, and he jumped on 3rd and 7. He was lined up over Xavier Howard, and that'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, they're asking him to do something difficult.
Start 14 offense.
And going both ways. There is no question about it. But it's out of necessity. This defense, the one weakness that they have has been at that corner position. They lose Darquez Denard, a great player from a year ago, and they've struggled to find that replacement. Darian Hicks has been in that position, some Demetrius Cox. But they needed Lippett, and he was unselfish, was about the team, and said, I'll go over there and play. It's affected his production on offense. Think of the season he may have had if he just played offense, and he's still had a great year.
Already the best receiver in the Big Ten as it was. Here's Cook on 3rd and 12, and his pass is incomplete, but a flag. McGarrett Kings Jr., the intended receiver, being covered by Tion Wright, and also Colin Brent's a linebacker dropping into coverage. This will be a first down as Baylor can't get off the field on 3rd down and 12.
I think they're going to call this on Brent's. The linebacker trying to cover a wide receiver and trying to go up and contest that ball. It just got too much contact on the receiver.
Some extracurricular activity. We saw this in pregame with both teams jawing at one another. Look, each team has a lot to prove in this game.
Defense number 38. Penalty results in automatic first down.
For Baylor, can it win the big game? It's gotten to this point, but can it win the Cotton Bowl? As you see the foul here by Brents, definitely pass interference. And then for Michigan State, can it repeat at winning a big bowl game? Won the Rose Bowl last year.
Sometimes you have questions about teams and motivation coming into bowl games, and there is no question that these two teams are trying to make a statement about their brand, about who they are. They're not happy with the way this season ended up, that they're both on the outside of this playoff system, and they want to set themselves up for next year.
They hand it off to Shelton again, and this time the Bears are not fooled. KJ Smith with the stick. No gain on the play. You know, if Michigan State were to lose this game, you look at their schedule and you'd say, okay, where was their best win? It was against Nebraska, 27-22. You know, Baylor has that win over TCU. As Art Briles felt there should have been a penalty. Yelling at the field judge there.
There's some jabbing out there. Ryan Reed, the sophomore corner, number 9. Last play was jabbing with Langford. That time he got tied up with Mumphrey. Keep an eye on that.
Cook on 2nd and 10. Fakes the run, the quick toss, and a completion to Burbridge across the 35-yard line. Howard on the stop. So it puts him in 3rd and manageable here, 3rd down and 4.
That looks like an inconsequential play, but that play is emblematic of why this offense has been so efficient and so effective this season. They understand the situation, 2nd and 10. Just get 6 or 7 yards and get into a manageable 3rd down situation, or we can either run it or throw it.
Cook, a swing pass to Langford, and it appears he has the 1st down, yes, at the 40-yard line. They don't throw it to Langford a lot, only 9 catches during the regular season. And he picked up 5 yards there to move the chain.
It never seems like this offense is out of control. It seems like they always know exactly what the situation is and what they need to do. They don't try to push things all the time, and it's a credit to Connor Cook, knowing, and it's a credit to Dave Warner, their offensive coordinator, that you look at their offense on tape and they are always in control.
Play action here for Cook. Passes high. Incomplete. Intended for Josiah Price. Ryan Reed was hoping to pick it off on the redirection. And that's the end of an entertaining first quarter here in Arlington of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Michigan State 14,